thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another deck review. This deck is this Mystic Dreamer Tarot. Okay, Mystic Dreamer Tarot. This deck is in this magnetic, as you can see, it's this magnetic box. So here's the book. Okay, the book is like in black and white, but this is kind of interesting though. Each of these cards, they actually ask you a few different questions. It's like use your intuition, just answer. They don't give you, there's no right or wrong answer. They just ask you questions. For example, like the Nine of Wands. What could this woman be doing to help the wands grow? Why has she pulled one from the garden and moved it closer to the structure? Okay, so I gave you something to think about. Some of them have 3 questions. Okay, so that's that. So you can read it if you would like. And then the deck, there's actually the saran wrap. Even the deck was wrapped, but as you know, I already did the Chinese version, so it's unwrapped already. You can tell it's super slippery. I think it's on high gloss. Okay. Here, let me zoom in. It's on high gloss. The card is in regular tarot card deck like size. It's, I would say high gloss or super glossy. Okay. Thickness is just regular thickness. Yeah, I have one thing, because I already did the flip through in the Chinese version. I wish the picture is a little bit bigger. That's what I would hope, because the picture is really pretty for some of the ones, but I just feel like it's a little small. But it has this kind of gothic-y, like it says the name Mystic Tarot, right? It has this gothic-y Macbeth, Hamlet, I don't know, those Middle Ages feel. Okay, or Lord of the Rings, or what was it, Games of Thrones or something like that, Game of Thrones. Anyways, so here's the first card, Magician. I do think it's based off of the Rider-Waite. It has that similar feel, but they do change it a little bit, the author of this one. I'll point that out when we get to those cards. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, is the Lovers. It's like 2 statues. Oh, you can see the gloss, right? It's super glossy. Okay, so this is Chariot. The Hangman's kind of pretty too. Death. Okay, so for example, the tower is not completely ruined. It's just that the top has a hole. Star. Okay, the moon and the sun is kind of interesting. It's the opposite. Like, it looks the same, except this one is like a grayish color and that's red. Judgment. The world. This is also, she's on top of the world instead of being encircled by the world. Okay, so we have Ace of Wands. We're in the minor arcana now. This kind of reminds me of like 5 witches doing some sort of a ritual. So this is an interesting one, the Six of Wands, because at first glance, doesn't it kind of remind you of like the Death card? Sorry, phone. Okay. The Six of Wands, doesn't it remind you of the Death card? Okay. But it's not. And also what's different is that there's no people like greeting him or her, right? So that's something that's kind of different. Eight of Wands. The Nine of Wands is also interesting because she is not like a hurt soldier, right? So she's not all bandaged up. In this particular deck, they actually organized it that all of the court cards are gonna be at the end, okay? Because as we can see, this is the Ten of Wands, and we're now in Ace of Cups. Okay. This also reminds me of like the Macbeth witches. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Okay, so this is another one that I feel it's kind of weird. It's the Nine of Cups. It gives me kind of a Five of Cups feel because Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment, right? But look, the way her posture is, I don't feel she's happy, right? I feel like she's discontent, even though this should be about contentment and satisfaction. All right, so Ace of Swords. Okay, this is another one, Two of Swords. Usually it's about indecision, okay, or stalemate, if you want to call it. But look, she is blindfolded, but her head is turned to one way. She's leaning towards one more than the other, right? So okay, this is another one, the Eight of Swords. She's not bounded, which I mean, it's okay because the Eight of Swords was never about being bounded because it was loosely bounded, like you could walk out anyways. But I just noticed that she's not bounded at all in this one. Okay, Nine of Swords, 10. This is also kind of interesting. I can't decide if, I mean, she's kind of like, she's the beggar, but I don't know if she is. She looks just like a passerby, maybe like just spared some change, but then that's more of a Six of Pentacles. So this is kind of interesting too. Six of Pentacles, 7. So I noticed all of the eights, they did something different except for Eight of Cups. For this one, Pentacle, Eight of Pentacles, she's examining the pentacle. It doesn't have the sense of doing work on it. It has the same kind of like focus, the same like focus meaning, but not the working part of it, right? Or fixing things. She's not fixing it. She's not working on it. She's just looking at it, right? So that's kind of interesting. The Nine of Pentacles. All right, so the court cards, and they organized it with all of the pages, and then the knights, the queens, and the kings. So here's the wands, the Page of Wands, Page of Cups. This is kind of interesting because the Knight of Pentacles is a little kid. Like a mature kid. That's kind of interesting. And then all of the queens is also kind of interesting. Here, I'll show you. This is the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, and then Queen of Swords. She's the only one that's kind of like cool, nonchalant. But look at all the other queens. Like these 3 queens. They all look like, I'm so tired of life, or like, I don't know. Kind of that, I don't know, an unhappy feel to me. Anyways. Except for the Queen of Swords, which is like, she's a lot cooler type of thing, right? All right, King of Wands. Cups, King of Swords. I really don't like the look on his face. He looks evil. I think the only king that looks more normal is the King of Pentacles, right? So that's it for this deck. If you would like to get a copy of it, the cheapest place that I found is magic.com. I put the link down below if you want to use that link. And this is called the Mystic Tarot, Dreamer Tarot. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.